We sent the very lucky Steve Matchett out to profile this car. It is a Pagani Huayra, and we'll check in with Steve and learn more about this masterpiece right now.
Throughout the last 100 years, the history of the automobile, something very special comes along. This is that something very special, the Pagani Huayra. This is Horatio Pagani's masterpiece, and in every way it includes Formula One engineering and Formula One DNA, genuinely from the front to the rear. And I'm going to show you exactly where that engineering is. Here we are at the business end of the Huayra, and it is just like watchwork. The engine is custom made for them by Mercedes-AMG. It is marked with the engine builder's name on it. Pagani have their name over almost every component here. This support strut to give strength to everything at the rear here is cut down to reduce its diameter down to the rose joint and then welded back together. Coilover dampers and rockers for the suspension, straight Formula One technology from a few years ago. Single clutch transmission makes the car go faster. And right at the back is this wonderful titanium and Inconel exhaust systems. Both of those materials cost a fortune. They are both incredibly light, very heat resistive. Once again, Formula One technology. So we've seen on the Huayra that Pagani uses the latest state-of-the-art material, titanium and carbon fiber. Well, what would be better than an amalgam of those two, carbon fiber and titanium, which is something that is developed, a unique process for this car, for this monocoque. And when threads of titanium are interwoven with carbon fiber, you end up with something that sounds like unobtainium, carbotanium, super strong and super light. It is phenomenal. Talking about phenomenal, look at the binnacle around here for the instruments. Beautiful engineering, as is the gear lever around here. You could just use the paddles for the 7-speed transmission, but Horatio Pagani wants the driver to use the manual shift as well. It is exquisite and beautiful. Well, we've seen that racing and Formula One DNA runs through this beautiful car, and the designer's name, Horatio Pagani, is all over it too, quite literally. In fact, here's a CNC milled representation of the man himself. But the biggest difference between a Formula One car and a road car, if you own this car, you want to go away for the weekend. And if you're owner of this car, you need this little essential, $20,000 of custom-made luggage for the Pagani Huayra. And talking about beautiful little add-ons and cool little features of this car, and we just talked about the signature of the man himself, Pagani. Look at this. Here is his signature in real life on this box of keys. They look like models of the car, but actually they are the keys for the Pagani. From front to rear and left to right, I have never been more fascinated by a piece of mechanical engineering.
Well, that's a live look at that Pagani Huayra. Horatio Pagani formerly worked for Lamborghini, and I think it's interesting to note that he actually helped to restyle the 25th anniversary Lamborghini Countach and had a hand in designing the Diablo, but now certainly has made quite a name for himself as the head of Pagani.
He sure has, Scott. You know, one of the other big factors with this car is the active aerodynamic bits on that car are state-of-the-art. One of the most high-tech cars on the planet. Really proud to have it here.
Oh my goodness, it's going to certainly command a ton of attention when it crosses the block here at Mecum, Monterey. Let's go over to Bill Stevens.